Alright guys, welcome back to the Sports VIP Lounge. We hope you enjoyed the last episode, and we're going to start off with hot takes. Henry, you want to start us off?
Okay, this one might be a stretch after his last game, but I really think Chris Olave finishes top 3 in Offensive Player of the Year voting.
I agree.
He has really good route running with a great ability to attack the ball, and I think he could definitely qualify for Offensive Player of the Year. Derek Carr loves force-feeding his receivers, and I think he could get a lot of receptions. And he's done pretty good this season so far, other than that last game. And I'm not saying he's going to win, but I think he's going to be a runner-up.
Yeah,
I completely disagree. I don't think... I mean, the Saints are a running team now with Derek Carr, and Olave has shown that he's not going to be an offensive player.
I mean, attacking the ball. I think the ball's attacking him.
I disagree.
I feel like he's scared of it. 1 for 6 is wild.
Well, okay, 1 for 6
game.
targets. You didn't watch the game, so we have no idea if the throws were good or not.
No, I didn't.
So targets could mean he was led by 5 yards and he couldn't get to it.
Or they can mean
Or a thrown-away pass right over his head.
So, I agree. I think he's a weapon other than this last game. So, I'm going to have to agree.
My hot take is Puka Nacua wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I just said that last time, but I completely
Yeah, you said
agree.
Bijan last time, buddy.
Yeah, you did.
Switching up, are we?
You
yeah.
sent me this in the group chat.
It's a hot take.
That's not a hot
No,
take.
it's not.
It's not a hot
he's
take at
he's gonna win it.
He's doing amazing.
No, it's either him or Stroud. It's not.
Yeah, but
guaranteed.
he's going to win it.
Yeah, we'll see.
In my opinion,
Do you want me to find another one or what?
he's going upwards
Here's
of
the thing.
1,500.
Here's the thing: is he's not going to keep that pace up. Like he's not.
I
Yeah,
think he
no,
could.
he's not getting 2,000, but he's definitely getting upwards of
1,500.
I get him 1,000.
500-ish.
I think he'll slow down. I
mean,
really
he's
do.
literally at 500
I
right
know.
now.
I think he's going to get injured or slow down. That's what always
Do
happens.
you want me to redo my take?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's just a terrible thing. Yeah. So
I forgot no one said it last.
my hot take is that the Houston Texans are going to make the playoffs.
I disagree.
I think they really could.
That's just the most biased thing. You're an Ohio State fan.
No, it's not even
So you like C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud blew out your football team, your favorite NFL team. So what are you talking about?
We'll see.
You know why I'm going to agree with you is because I think that their wide receivers, they're like a bit of a no-name, but I think that they're really good for being like not very known of. So I really think they could play if they keep up how they've been so far. I really think C.J. Stroud could get them the ball, and I think they're gonna.
I think
do well.
I think Tank Dell's going to have a big year.
I agree.
Dell
He's done
had
well.
a bad game this week, but I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Tank Dell's a beast. So is Nico Collins. He's a 6'4" receiver with a lot of size, and he's got a big
Skill.
wingspan. So
I'm
guess I'm gonna disagree, but I think they get closer than a lot of people think.
I would like to say, crucial penalty on Sauce Gardner negates Patrick Mahomes' late interception.
Wait, what?
I mean, wow. What a hot
What's
take.
the penalty?
Hold man.
My hot take is Tony Pollard has solidified himself as a number 2 running back in the NFL.
Oh,
I disagree.
No.
He's not number 2 in the NFL. I'm saying he has been very, very good.
So we all
recently.
agree. Christian
Top
McCaffrey's
4.
number 1.
Yep.
Christian
I'm
McCaffrey's
number
number
one.
1.
Nick Chubb
Nick
would
Chubb,
be one.
no,
would be
no,
one.
I'm considering injuries right now. I said right now.
I still disagree. I think
3, maybe.
I think he's
Eckler,
2.
maybe.
I will say this. Hang
Eckler's
on.
hurt.
I'm not obviously I'm not saying this, but
Yeah,
I
for
think Jonathan Taylor says he's gonna come back this week.
Yep.
I think he's gonna have a big week.
I
Think
agree.
Montgomery's
I
better.
I think he's gonna come out and play the next 3 weeks or so, and after he solidifies
I think
himself
he
as one of
gets-
the best running backs in the league, I
I
think
think
he's
he
gonna
gets
get
traded
traded.
at the deadline, yeah. But I still think Tony Pollard is there. He's number 5 in rushing yards, which is
I think
alright.
he's going to be 3 or 4 maybe. I don't think he's going to be that high up, but I like the take.
Henry, you're with your second take.
Hang on,
No, we're only
can I
doing
say one more
Yeah,
thing?
we're only doing one.
So up until the second half of the Steelers game, Najee Harris has shown
He
no
was really
skill.
good in that game.
But in the third quarter,
Yeah, he
I
did.
think he broke out and is starting to throw a little bit more speed and agility.
Uh-huh.
And also our offensive line is starting to show more potential as a run blocking. So I think, obviously biased again, but I think the Steelers' run game could get going a little bit here next
That's what
week.
they need. That's definitely.
I watched that
their
game in a
bread and
sports
butter.
bar, and it was amazing.
Okay.
A nice
Wow,
old Frickers,
great
baby.
job.
Dude, I would just love to say that the Chargers sideline clears after late hit on Justin Herbert.
You
Gary
got
Tiller, we all know.
So the next thing we're gonna do is biggest disappointment college football team, and then we're gonna do NFL player.
college, a team. Okay.
So
I can go first.
All right, Connor.
What are we doing? College first or NFL player?
Doesn't matter.
I already know.
Dang it,
Say
did.
both.
Can I do NFL first?
Yeah. Sure.
Bryce Young,
I agree. I think
Hey,
he's terrible.
That's what I was going to say.
first overall pick.
I feel horrible.
Not showing what a first overall pick should be.
You know,
I
he
agree.
still has his college poise,
He has
but
potential, I think, but
I
he's
don't-
definitely showed the potential.
He's too small.
he hasn't looked very good.
I think he's too small.
I
I
don't know
agree.
if that's a big issue though. I don't
yeah.
know.
I think it's just his awareness, but
My biggest disappointment player, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, is Joe Burrow.
yeah,
That's
that's
But
obvious.
that's what I'm gonna say for now. But I know it's boring, so I'll go again once everybody else goes and say more.
That sounds cool.
My most disappointing player so far is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I like that.
The Jags, I thought at this point would be 4-0. I mean, probably 3-1 after playing the Chiefs, but they had such an easy schedule. They got blown out by the Texans, and Trevor Lawrence has not been what a lot of people wanted him to be. His receiving core is phenomenal. I mean, it's not like the best receiving core, but it's a good receiving core.
It's better than most of the league.
My biggest disappointment player, I think I'm gonna go back to the Bengals, and I'm gonna say T. Higgins. I think I watched him play.
I agree.
And it was one of the worst performances I've ever seen out of an NFL receiver.
I don't have.
I don't know what happened
opinion
to
on
him.
this. I haven't watched.
I don't know what happened.
Bengals
I,
game at all.
All right, my biggest disappointment player is Aaron Rodgers. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Okay. Well, that is, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Brees Hall. I mean,
I agree.
I think he hasn't done enough for the Jets' run game.
I think, hang on, I don't think that's fair because same thing with the Steelers here. What I'm gonna say for Najee Harris is they haven't stretched the field enough to open up the run game.
Well, I'm
So-
saying as of now. I mean,
know that's
he,
what I'm
he
saying.
hasn't got a lot
you can't
of.
really get. I know you can't really say that's fair because like if the Jets can't stretch the field and throw it the ball, then the run game's never gonna open up.
I mean, he has 0 touchdowns and 210 yards.
I know.
I know,
Yeah.
because, like I
he needs to step it up a little bit.
That's-
But then again, I agree with you, Lewis. He hasn't got
I
a
think
lot of
it's-
opportunities.
I think it's yards per carry. Like, I think that's what's affecting him.
Yeah, I
don't know.
agree.
You're
He's,
letting-
he's not getting
To
the
be
big run that they
fair,
wanted him
he hasn't had that many touches on the ball.
No.
He only has 32 as of right now.
They have too many running backs.
I mean, last game he had 9.3 yards per carry.
Yeah, he also got like 4 carries.
He had 6 carries and
Yeah.
56 yards.
Doesn't really count.
Biggest disappointment in college football.
Team.
I'm gonna go with LSU.
I was
think-
considering that.
I think they were ranked. What were they ranked? 6 at the beginning of the year. 5. Yeah. 3-2. I get like FSU, good team, but 3-2 is not good for the 5th ranked team in the nation right now. But now they're 23rd. But yeah, that was my team.
All right, I want to go next, actually. My most disappointing team this year is the Purdue Boilermakers.
Oh boy,
I don't think they ever really had any
Hudson,
like,
no, Hudson Card. He was actually he wasn't bad at Texas, but he was he's a lot better than what he is now. They're 2-3.
Purdue won by 30 points over the weekend. So
Yeah,
Who'd they play?
Illinois is terrible.
Illinois.
they're going to win
terrible.
next week to
Illinois-
get to
name-
500.
they're not beating
Three
Iowa.
players on
Iowa's
Illinois.
quarterback's out.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna kill
Kate's
Iowa.
out. Yeah,
my
They're not going to score. Iowa's not going to score a point.
Wisconsin. They also got blown out by Wisconsin.
I have a
Neither's
Wisconsin's good.
I have a hot take biggest disappointment team here, and I don't think it's shown yet, but I'm gonna say Georgia. I think
I
it's
literally
gonna.
was
I think
about
it's
to
gonna
say
show
that. I
this
agree.
week when Kentucky beats Georgia.
Carson Beck, if you watch him, like, he just, I don't know what it is.
Y'all are going to say Georgia, but you're not going to say Ohio State or Michigan, who are not blowing teams out like they should be.
45 to 7
that.
isn't a blowout.
Okay, but think about it. Has Georgia's barely beaten Auburn and South Carolina. They've been down by 10 in both games. And,
Y'all were in Michigan was in a one-score game with Butgers over like 2 weeks ago.
Well, it was
and
they
they scored
scored.
31-7.
They scored on the first play of the game and didn't get another point, Mr. Full.
Yeah, all right.
They,
well,
they didn't
Indiana
get
too.
another point after.
Hang on, Mr. Full. I don't know. I don't know. Beating a team by 53 isn't enough.
No, not when you're
Just one
not when
game.
you're supposed to be the best team in the country.
28,
You're blowing teams out.
23, but that was against Notre Dame.
20
And
Indiana.
53.
Yeah,
All right.
the losers.
The who-
At least
They literally cannot pass the
at least
ball.
we played.
Then
At least we
they
played a
don't.
ranked
They can't.
opponent. At least we played a ranked opponent.
I don't think
All
that
right.
matters.
Yeah, I do. Cause
Oh, it's all right. We're talking about Georgia right now.
oh,
and Georgia's
here we
not-
go. I think Kentucky's gonna beat Georgia. Personally,
I
mean,
my hot
I
take.
know.
That's my hot take.
It's not necessarily a hot take.
I
Georgia's
actually, it's on the road, unfortunately, for Kentucky. So I don't know if that's.
At lunch, you just said that Kentucky's gonna beat Georgia.
I'm starting to reconsider that, but just I can't see it.
I
Go.
still think Kentucky's
Go,
gonna
Henry.
beat Georgia.
All right, for mine, sort of like Lewis's, I don't think it's really like it's shown a little bit, but like not a bunch. Is Alabama? I think that they definitely could have beat Texas, and the other games that they've played, they've handled those teams pretty well. But I think their upcoming schedule, I mean, I think they have like 2 losses or 3 losses at least. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do like the best as they were
I mean,
seen as the.
I mean, 17 to
Tell
3
you what, I was
over South Florida is
definitely,
brutal.
I was definitely expecting that they would be
I was
4-1
expecting more.
right here. 4-1 right here.
I wasn't.
Alabama going to the year. Jalen Milroe, who almost lost to Arkansas last year with a great receiving core. I was expecting that, so
I expected
I'm gonna
more.
disagree.
I've been expecting more from Alabama.
All right, next up, we got predictions. Nolan, what game are we gonna start with?
We'll start with Oklahoma, Texas, Red River rivalry. This one is normally in our neutral site, and it is Cotton Bowl. I'm gonna take. Actually, Oklahoma's favored, but I'm gonna take the Longhorns. Unfortunately, but it's gonna be close, 38-34.
I want to see Texas win, and I do think they are going to win, so I'm going to take Texas. And I think they're going to make themselves like a staple this game. I think they're going to blow them out and show everybody who they are, so I think 42-7.
I really think that you said Oklahoma's favored?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Oklahoma's
Which is
going to win, which, I mean, I think it would be underrated because the rating, but I really think Oklahoma's going to win this one by a pull away and a touchdown for like the last minute.
Why?
And
Why do you think they're going to win?
So Oklahoma
Because I think they're
is
gonna win.
in
Why?
the
Because I'm going
matchup.
with an
Hold
upset.
on. In the matchup predictor.
what's your problem, dude?
Matchup. Hey,
Trying to create some
like
joy.
matchup predictor has Oklahoma 54%. The spread's 6 to Texas, so it's a little off. I don't know.
I just think Texas has been going really good for a while, and I think Oklahoma's going to take them off of their high horse. And I think it's going to be 35-28.
I got Texas. They're just an overall better team. I got Texas 42-21.
We're only going to do 2 college football games. Next one is Kentucky, Georgia.
Give me the upset. Give me Kentucky.
Not even an upset by now. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, it is.
20 versus the
86-13.
It's not an upset.
Who-
You realize the
Hang on,
spread is
hang on.
15?
Georgia's
Show me Kentucky winning by 3 points on a game-winning field goal, and then show me Georgia staying the 1 seed.
I agree. Connor.
I want Kentucky, Kentucky's gonna win. Georgia barely beating unranked opponents.
Like,
like Auburn.
South Carolina.
Oh yeah, South
All right.
Carolina.
Yeah, first.
I think their score would be 35-28 Kentucky.
All right. I'm gonna go with. I just think Georgia's gonna be too dominant in this game to stop them. So I think it's gonna be a bit of a blowout, 42 to 12.
As much as I want Kentucky to win, I hate to be that guy, but Georgia's gonna win. 34-27. All right, next we've got NFL. Actually, Josh,
Broncos country.
what do you say
That's
about the
right.
Georgia Kentucky game?
I got Kentucky winning by touchdown.
Broncos
28-21.
Hey Victor, what do you say about the Georgia Kentucky game?
I got the Kentucky beating Georgia 35-28.
The Kentucky University.
Ryan.
Okay, you said my prediction.
What do you mean? It's just a good prediction.
We don't let Alabama fans talk on this podcast.
I agree.
I agree.
All right, next we've got some NFL games. I'm honestly not even gonna go over the Thursday night football game because the Bears are gonna lose that one. There's gonna be a game played in London. Jags back-to-back weeks in London. They will be playing the Bills, and unfortunately, for my high hopes as the Jags win the Super Bowl, they're not doing that anymore. I think the Bills win 31-13.
Wait, did the Jags win their game against the Falcons?
Yes.
Okay.
They're 2-2.
I think I got the Jags on this one. I mean, I think they started off not very amazing, but I think they're going to sort of bounce back after those losses, and I think they're going to play well this game and win 42-35.
Bills Jaguars. Personally, I don't like the London games because I don't think the energy's that good there. Even though
Wembley
for a lot
Stadium.
of people, it's their only time getting to an NFL game in their life. But I don't think the fans are that like diehard or anything. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jaguars on the upside here. 14-13.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaguars here. The receiving cores I think are pretty even now. Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk versus Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. I mean, like, they're pretty even, so I got Jaguars 28-21. And the better Josh Allen is on the Jaguars.
Next game we have is Ravens versus Steelers. Henry, until he starts off.
Ravens Steelers? Okay. I know you're a fan, Lewis, but I really don't think, after their loss against the Texans, I think they're going to play a lot better of a game. But I think the Ravens are still going to pull out on this one. It's going to be 42-35.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Ravens have 0 running backs right now, besides Lamar Jackson, who is literally a running back. So I'm gonna go Steelers 35-28.
I as well. I'm gonna go Steelers because I think Kenny Pickett will not be playing this week. But I think at home we came off a big loss week 1 as well against 49ers, and then we performed really well against the Browns. So I think, and that was also at home, division rival. So I think we come out at home. I think Najee Harris has a big game, and I think we win low scoring game like most AFC North games, 21-17.
This one's tough for me. I would probably take the Steelers if Kenny Pickett's healthy. But DTR, the Browns quarterback, struggling against the Ravens defense. Trubisky is somewhat inexperienced. He has played a full season before, but I'm going to take the Steelers 20-17. Next game, we've got the Eagles at Rams. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. The Rams look a lot better than what a lot of people thought going into the year. I'm considering to taking the Rams. I have to take the Eagles, though. 35-31.
Louis.
I'm as well going to take the Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts goes for a big game, and I think everybody's high on DeAndre Swift right now, and I think he keeps that up, and I think he goes for like 150 yards. So I think I'm going to have the Eagles win in a shootout, 42-35.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing as Lewis. DeAndre Swift feeling have a breakout game. The only are the Eagles the only undefeated team in the NFL? Who else is undefeated?
Niners.
Oh yeah. Well, so they're Niners' best team in the NFL.
Pretty good
Eagles,
division here, though.
their division is pretty good. So I got the Eagles 28-21.
I think I'm also going to go with the Eagles, though I think Matthew Stafford has a good game. He's a really tough quarterback. I think he's going to not take very many sacks or get hurt in this game. Well, I hope. And I'm going to go with the Eagles 28-14.
All right, next game we've got Sunday Night Football, Cowboys at 49ers.
Ooh, wow. Well,
Ooh,
This one's going to be a big game. Cowboys coming off a solid win against the Patriots, 38-3, and there's a lot of questionables in this game, but I think most of these star players will play. So I will have to take the Niners here. They're too hot, and I don't know who's going to stop them this year. I'm going to take them in a low-scoring game, actually, 24-17.
All right, chances are the NFC West and the NFC East are going to be the two divisions that have two teams go to the playoffs. And I don't know, do they only let one of those in or two? Two in each, NFC and AFC?
No, just one.
Okay, so it's probably going to come down to Seattle and Cowboys in the NFC. But I think back on track for this one. I think San Francisco starts out 5-0, and Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey both go for big games. I think they win 28-7.
I think that Brock Purdy's really done well for second year. Last pick in the draft. And then I think Christian McCaffrey is going to go for a monster game. I need him too because I have him in fantasy. So I got the Niners going 5-0. 31-27.
I'm also going to go with the Niners just because I think they're too powerful to stop. I also really like Christian McCaffrey. Came from the Panthers. Really good guy. So I think it's going to be a shootout game, going back and forth for the full entire game. It's going to be a very high-scoring one, too. 42-35.
All right.
Where do you go to college, Johnny?
I actually know this. Wait.
I know this.
Yeah, I know.
I swear I knew this one.
I'll give you. It's a really good school.
Academic.
Academic.
Stanford.
Yeah.
You only need a little
That was a complete
No, I knew it was a red school. I just didn't know
the
one.
Niners have a very tough schedule. They do play the Eagles.
But, I mean,
start
they're the best
They
team.
January.
are the best team in the NFL.
I know. No, I know. I don't know if how long they'll stay undefeated.
They have so many stars on that team, though.
It is ridiculous.
Especially offense.
Unfortunately, we still have to do this one. It's Monday Night Football, Packers and Raiders.
Oh my god.
Kind of a boring slugfest.
I don't like either of them. I don't know one Raiders fan.
I'm gonna take the Packers 24-3.
I think the Raiders at home this game. Another primetime home game for them. I think the Raiders win because I don't think the Packers can. I don't think Jordan Love is such a young, unexperienced QB can go into another place and win a primetime game. So I'm gonna go Raiders 14-13.
I think I'm going to go with the Packers just because, I don't know, they've looked pretty good for their game so far. Even their losses, they looked pretty decent. Though I think it's going to be a very, very close one. I'm going to go with the Packers 28-25.
I mean, you've got a lot of head smacks directed at you.
I don't know why.
Ouch.
That's the
We'll see
worst
who's right.
impersonation ever. Yeah.
Okay. As a Packers hater, I'm gonna take the Raiders. I want to say low scoring game. 10-13.
All right, that's all we got for you today on the Sports VIP Lounge. Hope you enjoyed it. Watch some football this weekend.
Subscribe.